know my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose that.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo.
59. I got him.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Gibson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike the 59. Pick it up.
Hey, Echo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 6-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Man.
Check 26.
5.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
All day, pump. Quick dash.
X3. 218, chopper. Ready.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal.
Carlson able to put this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Stop your body.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. 552.
Looking to throw. Prince. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Yeah, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Hey, Haywood.
51 the mic. I got one.
Now.
To throw on 2nd down, Gibson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Man up, deep. Man up, deep. Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Fresno.
Shoot.
From the gun, Gibson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for us Steelers.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Prince, and this one complete to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prince. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Ready, ready. AT data. Yeah. Alert 3. Alert 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Shift, watch the shift. Hard. Say go.
Throwing again. Gibson. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cleveland Farrell. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
On the double. 951. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 1st down, Gibson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this down to the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Mack, draw play. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
86, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go, go.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Look at me. Go, go.
He's coming, double up.
Shoot.
To throw again, Gibson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
At the 1-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's the baby. Shut up.
Here's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Mike 52. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Prince looking downfield for Godwin. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Box drop. Let's go.
I got you.
You're out.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Yeah. Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kill.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, lock it.
On 3rd down, Gibson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The 1st-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Gibson. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown, so 10-10 to score. as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Prince. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jacobs now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
The 43-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prince. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9. Here we go, here we go.
Hey, Sam on.
Check hot route. Hot, hot. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
2nd and 5. Completes it to Ron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Topper!
Now a toss play. This is Matt. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Mike 51. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Go.
To throw on third down. Gibson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. All day, baby, let's go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, orbit.
Second and 11. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Here we go. Two times.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, exit.
Minus 59. Minus 59.
Oh, you got D?
Check 99. Check 99.
Check. Now.
On 4th down, Gibson will fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And that is